Hello, welcome to Nezo's Bad Shop. You are here at the track with me because this is a just rolled in the shop Trackside edition. That's right, because the track is right there and my monitor is right there with the track shop picture over there, and the shop is, I don't know where it went on the track, but it's not here at the moment. But as you see, there is a Mustang on my turntable. Yes, on the old turntable. And it has a big word on the door that says ROUSH. It's my buddy Antonio's car, aka ROUSH Boy, as I call him. And yes, other than the Mustang body, there's a nice roll cage in there, which I believe is an Off Limits RC roll cage. Very nice. But yeah, the reason why this car is in the shop is because, excusez-moi, is because this car got a recent upgrade, a nice bendy Wendy chassis plate. It had an SX3 plate on it before, I believe, a standard SX3 plate, but it wasn't an SX3 car to begin with. It started as an S Plus, I think. So I have an S Plus to an SX3 level machine, and now we have bendy Wendy plate on it. And with the bendy Wendy plate, I got installed last track session. We're gonna recheck the shocks and make sure they're in the best shape, and we'll give it a once over and recheck the tune to see if we can extract any more performance out of this car. It does have a few Reeve D things in the front end: axle set, knuckles, lower arm. None of the top side equipment except for, no, none of the top side equipment. That's the version 2 Yokomo upper shock tower. And yeah, other than that, Reeve D shock upgrades, springs, retainer, and Yokomo 6-hole pistons and stuff like that. So yeah, this will get a nice little tune, and we're going to verify the bendy Wendy and make sure we can extract some performance, check the shocks, and yeah, that's that car. So I can put this guy over here. And now I'm going to grab the second vehicle. Just rolled into the shop. The body's falling off because I did that. I was trying to make my life easier for taking bodies off on filming with one hand, but it fell over. So anyways, this, you recognize this car from the last Just Build in the Shop video. This is Keith's car, who is now on Bad Shop. That's why there's a big sticker on the door, regardless of the nice Super A90 body and the two-tone paint job. This car, before, in the last video, was an S Plus. Now it is an MC1, so it's been converted up to MC1 spec, and we did upgrade the front end. Well, I installed it, but Keith went with the lower arms, version 2 front knuckles, and the axle set, and we have on order to be installed later the whole upper front end parts of the Reeve D shock tower, upper arms, upper arm piece, brace, or whatever you want to call it. It does have shock upgrades here, pretty much the same shock upgrades. I think actually all the Reeve D shock upgrades: O-ring, titanium shaft, the spring, the retainers, and Yokomo 6-hole pistons inside. Excuse me. So yeah, other than that, it's just been upgraded to MC1 spec. We gave it a quick shakedown and just threw it on the track. Didn't really tune it or verify too much, so I'm going to do that to this car coming up. Do a little bit of tunery, verify the shocks, and sweat the tune, see if we can extract more. We got some Yokomo aluminum in the back there, so that'll help us. So that's very nice. And yes, after that vehicle, hold on one second. Yes, after that vehicle, we have some people here at the track getting ready to drive. It's my other teammate, Jay. It's his car, and it's come in the shop for a very specific reason. Pop the magnet body off there, and you can see it's an MC1, sweaty, competition spec with purple all over it. All the tunery, all the bits and bytes. However, this car has a habit, and I'll explain it in a second, but this car has a habit. And we noticed, Jay noticed when he was driving, he started making some really raunchy, half grindy noises, and sounded pretty strange. I thought it was just the CLSD mechanical dip doing its thing as it does when you start spinning it up from here, like the clickety-clackety. But no, it's actually, no, can you see that? See that gear moving around, kind of torculating? That's not good. This is not supposed to do that. But the reason that's happening is because one of the bearings, see that bearing right there? See the one right there? Yeah, look at that. Woo-wee! There is no more bearing there. There's only 10% of a bearing, the inner races and the outer races, as the rest of it has completely left the chat. So that's going to need replacing. And seeing this actually on Jay's car when this happened, I said, well, your car now has developed a habit of killing bearings. It's killed one out here on the outer side. It killed another one the day after here on the other side at a competition last year at Elite Drift Shop, and that was kind of stressful for Jay when he was trying to practice and drive, but mechanic man Nezo, nah, I couldn't allow that, so we swap those bearings super fast and we was back on track. And now that's the third bearing since this car has lived that it's actually killed, and they're not failing in sort of a slow way where I can see it in a preventative maintenance. They're just sort of seizing up or dying. So might have to do some other checks and stuff with some of the bearings. And these are all Yokomo bearings, but mind you, these Yokomo bearings lived through an original kit car and then lived for the last almost 2 years in this car. So it's it's taken quite a lot of punishment. And this is part of the input shaft on the transmission on the backside. So I mean, there's a lot of power and boost and thrustiness going through there. So I mean, it's to be expected, but it's a little bit broken. Yes, just grab it. Thank you. Yes, a delivery coming through. But yes, so I gotta replace that. I think that was my dinner that's coming through. Yes, look at that. That's my lunch dinner. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yes, very nice. And partial the interruption. Yes, so other than that, that's just what's rolled into the shop here right at the trackside at my workbench here. There's Nikki, the comp car, chilling out. There's my delivery, says good. Heck yes. So it's time to eat and then get to work. Might have to check the slide rack too. Well, side to side is, what's that? Oh, it could be loose servo horn, something else. The bearing part back, front to back, like this, is okay, but side to side's a little loose, so I'll give that a check. Anyways, this car needs another once over since it killed the bearing there. So yes, that's what just rolled into the shop, and gonna get to work on these cars, including Roush Boy, because he wants to get driving soon. He's looking for his pins. He's going for, I think he's going for a shakedown.
For a quick boot.
He's going for a shakedown to shake it down before we do some tunery, eh?
Yes, sir.
Very nice. All right, sounds good. I will eat and then do that. So yes, thank you for watching, and hope to see you at the track at some point whenever y'all can get here. It's on the address is on our website, ours as well, and you come down and drift with us and get your drift on off. Yes, like, comment, subscribe. Thank you very much for watching. Much more to come. We are anxiously awaiting the RDX kit, including me. Should be here by Friday-ish or something, so expect that. And otherwise, more of the same. And yes, see you soon.